Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here because today, man, we are diving into a truly epic story. We are going to map out the entire 70-year chronological hero's journey of artificial intelligence. You know, if you've been feeling lately like AI just suddenly appeared out of nowhere to change the world overnight, you are absolutely going to love this. We're going to trace this technology all the way back to a theoretical dream in the 1950s, push through decades of seriously frustrating setbacks, and come right up to the transformative tools that are fundamentally reshaping our daily lives today. So grab your focus because this is going to be a fascinating ride through history.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Can machines think? It sounds so incredibly simple, right? Yet that one question completely fractured our understanding of technology. Back in 1950, a British mathematician named Alan Turing published a paper proposing what we now call the Turing test. He essentially planted the very first seed for this entire technological marathon, suggesting that, hey, if a human couldn't tell they were talking to a machine, well, that machine could be considered intelligent. This single, provocative question set the entire scientific world on a massive quest.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're breaking this epic journey down into 5 distinct chapters. Chapter 1, The Dream of Thinking Machines. 2, The Deep AI Winter. 3, The Deep Learning Breakthrough. 4, The Generative AI Explosion. And finally, Chapter 5, The Future of Human Collaboration. Just to ground us for a second, let's take a bird's-eye view of our timeline. Notice how incredibly spaced out those early milestones are on the left. 1956, the 1980s, 2012. Progress was painstakingly slow. But then, you look over on the right side of the timeline, and the last 4 years have compressed more real-world AI change than the previous 6 decades combined. It's wild. What feels like sudden magic to us today is actually the result of 70 years of rigorous and frankly often frustrating research finally hitting a tipping point. All right, let's start at the very beginning. Chapter 1, The Dream of Thinking Machines.
Think about this quote for a second. Every aspect of learning or any other feature of intelligence can, in principle, be so precisely described that a machine can be made to simulate it. That was American computer scientist John McCarthy way back in 1956 at the Dartmouth Summer Research Project. And this was the exact moment the term artificial intelligence was actually born. The pioneers back then, they were incredibly confident. They really believed they could break down human logic into symbolic, rule-based if-then statements. The expectations were literally sky high. They genuinely thought human-level AI was just 20 years away.
Which brings us to a much colder reality. Chapter 2, The Deep AI Winter.
So, as you can see on the left, we had these wild utopian expectations in the 1960s and 70s. But on the right, well, there's the harsh, unforgiving reality. Early AI relied entirely on expert systems and manual logic programming. The problem? Computers back then were just incredibly slow, memory was practically non-existent by today's standards, and the massive amounts of data required to make these systems actually smart simply didn't exist yet. And because progress stalled so badly, funding completely dried up. Governments slashed budgets, and a lot of researchers just abandoned the field. This crushing period of stagnation became known as the AI winter.
But eventually the ice starts to melt. Chapter 3, The Deep Learning Breakthrough.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the massive paradigm shift it shows. For literally decades, scientists were stuck over on the left side, rule-based AI, where humans painstakingly wrote out every single rule manually. Like, if a patient has a fever and a cough, then they have the flu. But the breakthrough finally came when we shifted over to the right side, machine learning. Instead of giving the computer the rules, researchers started giving the computer the data, and they let the machine learn the patterns automatically on its own. Honestly, this changed absolutely everything.
Let's put a human face to this whole awakening. You're looking at Geoffrey Hinton, who is widely recognized as one of the godfathers of AI and later went on to win the Turing Award. In 2012, Hinton, along with Alex Krzyzewski and Ilya Sutskever, entered this image recognition competition called ImageNet. But instead of using traditional programming, they used a deep convolutional neural network called AlexNet. And guys, they completely crushed the competition. It was the definitive moment where deep learning suddenly, undeniably worked at scale.
So, how did they finally pull it off? Well, it took 3 crucial ingredients coming together at the exact same time in 2012. First, the deep convolutional neural network algorithms themselves. Second, massive datasets like ImageNet to actually train those models. And third, the real secret weapon, powerful GPUs, or graphics processing units, which allowed for massive parallel computing.
When these three elements finally combined, it gave AI the sheer horsepower it so desperately needed.
Okay, so the next massive leap forward happened just 5 years later. In 2017, a team of researchers at Google published a landmark paper titled Attention is All You Need. They introduced a brand new concept called the transformer architecture. See, before 2017, older AI models had to process text sequentially, word by word, which created a huge computational bottleneck. But the transformer introduced this brilliant mechanism called self-attention. This basically allowed the AI to look at an entire sentence, or even a whole paragraph, simultaneously to figure out the context.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how huge that leap was. Over on the left, you've got this incredibly complex architecture map from that 2017 paper, but the practical results are right there on the right. Because the AI can process everything simultaneously and actually understand context, it can grasp complex relationships and underlying meaning. This completely revolutionized how machines understand language, and it became the foundational engine behind literally every modern large language model we use today, from GPT to Gemini.
And that sets the stage perfectly for Chapter 4, the generative AI explosion.
So by 2020, we had these insanely powerful large language models like GPT-3 boasting billions of parameters. But if we're being honest, they were kind of difficult for everyday people to use. They were raw, they were a bit unpredictable. So how did researchers get these models to actually converse with us so naturally? The secret sauce is RLHF, or reinforcement learning from human feedback. Basically, this technique took all that raw computational power and actively aligned the model's behavior with natural, helpful human conversation. And that exact alignment led to an absolutely historic cultural moment. November 30, 2022. OpenAI releases ChatGPT. By taking that transformer architecture and refining it with human feedback, they created this incredibly versatile creative partner that could write, code, translate, and reason with you. Almost overnight, AI transitioned from being this abstract research tool trapped in a laboratory to a household name sitting right there on everyone's laptop. 100 million. Let that sink in. In just 2 short months, ChatGPT reached 100 million monthly active users, making it the fastest-growing consumer application in all of history. I mean, it kicked off this massive wave of enterprise-wide adoption, literally forcing schools, governments, and businesses all around the globe to just instantly adapt to this new reality.
Which brings us to our final chapter, Chapter 5, The Future of Human Collaboration.
You know, the immediate future isn't just about AI chatting with us or generating pretty images anymore. It's really about a major shift toward agentic AI. We're talking about systems moving way beyond just answering questions to actually executing autonomous workflows. Imagine an AI that doesn't just draft an email for you, but actually researches a prospect, builds out a spreadsheet, taps into external APIs, and executes a full multi-step business plan entirely on its own. We are literally moving from reactive chatbots to proactive digital coworkers. So, the crucial point is this. When we step back and look at this entire 70-year journey, it is absolutely not a story of machines suddenly showing up to replace humans. Not at all. It is a story of steadily expanding human capability. Think about it. In the 90s, machines learned. In 2012, deep learning unlocked vision. In 2017, transformers revolutionized language. In 2022, generative AI unlocked creation. And tomorrow, AI collaborates with us, deeply augmenting our own human potential in medicine, science, the arts, you name it.
So, I'll leave you with this provocative thought. Are you ready to meet your new AI coworker? Because if the history of AI tells us anything, it's that the future belongs to those who learn to combine their own unique human judgment with the incredible collaborative power of these machines. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this journey from Turing to Transformers has empowered you to step confidently into whatever comes next.